Hello, everybody, and welcome to the monthly Electra call. It's
Um, we are not online yet.
oh,
Now, okay.
okay. Well, again, welcome everybody who tuned in, who dialed in to the monthly call of the Electra project. I'm here in the call with a few of the team members, which is Bob, Master Dan, Genova, Ruru, and Asmoth. And it's been quite a hectic time in the past weeks, maybe even the past months. And I'm not sure how it is with you guys, with the community, but for sure, a big pile of stress was taken away from our shoulders after we were able to announce the hard fork. Especially big compliments to the developers, to the user support guys, to our coordinators for coordinating everything, like Master Dan, Asmoth, Ruru, and I think we can be really, really proud on what we achieved together. And also, we are really grateful and thankful, as part of the community team, to have such a patient and how to say patient and persevering community. It's really great to do this journey together and deliver top quality, because that's effectively what we will have after we have the fork. We will have a top quality blockchain. But later about that. Um, so I would like to kick off maybe on behalf of the foundation to provide you guys some updates. Afterwards, obviously, we will cover the fork, what is in the new blockchain, all the features, what do you have to do to prepare yourself for it, and what are the plans for after the fork has taken place. Do not forget that during the call you can pose your questions. I think we'd like to answer them at the end of the call. We have most time for that. If it's really an urgent question or relevant to whatever is being discussed at that point in time, we can also answer it right away. But just ask all the questions that you have, critical questions, or maybe even compliments to some team members. So I'm hearing some background noises. Everybody has to go on mute. All right. So on behalf of the foundation, as you know, we have a foundation set up since October last year. And this foundation is set up mainly to safekeep a part of the pre-mine. In fact, if it's 1/3 of the original pre-mine. And there was some good news last month. Electra01, who is our founding developer, has finally transferred the last part of the promised 300 million Electra. So at the end of the month, 200 million Electra was donated to the foundation Electra address. Which is great, obviously, because this is basically our budget for the coming times to further develop the project. What we have also done as foundation is we have opened an account with one of our partner exchanges, and we have now the possibility to receive not only donations in Electra, but also in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And this is actually pretty good for us, because that means that whenever people want to donate, and we have to make it liquid by selling the Electra for other cryptocurrencies of fiat, it won't affect our buy support on the exchanges. So by all means, if you want to support the project, feel free to donate also in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. The addresses will be or are already visible on the new website. They are already visible on the new website, I hear. So you can find it there. What we also done on the website, on the specific page of the foundation, is we made some upgrades. And the upgrades are that as of today, it is possible for you all to see what transactions happened in the Electra wallet of the foundation. So that means that whenever there is an expense, or whenever donations come in, or receive other kind of transactions, or have to pay other kinds of transactions, they will be directly visible on the foundation page, including the label to what goal or subject the transaction is related to. So this is also another step in trying to be as transparent as possible, rather than posting it every time on Bitcoin Talk. So in this case, you can look it up yourself. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask us directly. You can also send your email to foundation@electraproject.org. What else? Yeah, in the course of this month, we will have another meeting with Bob, Raymond, and myself. And we will also further discuss some interesting topics that are very necessary for a project like ours, such as community governance, community voting for certain topics, and we really need input. This is a community project. This is not a CEO and a management team that decides. We are also community members just like you guys, and we grew into this role, and we need input. As a community, we all have great ideas, and I see it every day, great business ideas, but I'm very sure that there are also great ideas around community governance. So if you have good ideas or solutions that we could use, please send me a message, DM, or Bob, or Raymond, or any other coordinator or team member that you see, admins, moderators, and eventually it will come to us. So I think that is the update that I can give to you all about the foundation. Do know that we are active a lot in trying to not only build out the project, but also the name of the project and the reputation of the project. We're getting more and more involved in various cryptocurrency and blockchain groups. We try to endorse and support cryptocurrency and blockchain events. And if you want to contribute in any kind of way, let us know. So I think I can pass the rod to Ruan or Genova or Master Dan on the fork.
Okay, I will just chat a little bit about the fork. So hopefully everybody has seen that we do have a fork block that we need to basically when the fork will happen. So the big number that we all need to look at is 182750. I've reiterated a couple of times how important this fork has been for the Electra project, and to please be patient, and we do apologize that there was a delay. So basically the development itself was completed last year, and then last month, the whole of January and a little bit into February, basically we used for testing. So the testing was mostly around the atomic swap, and we definitely did hit some hiccups that we had to rely on a third party to change their code, which took some time, and then we had to retest. But I'll leave Genova to talk a little bit about the testing and the process of the testing. He became quite heavily involved in the testing and the coordination of the testing. Genova also has done quite a bit of development with regards to the new look and feel of the Qt wallet. So hopefully you all look forward to that. But before I hand over to Genova, I just want to talk a little bit about the actual fork. So we do know that Atomic Swaps is implemented as promised. It does have Lightning Network. It's ready for Lightning Network, but we're not activating it. So that is some development work that we did that wasn't promised as part of the initial roadmap. And then basically we upgraded the POS to the latest POS version 3. And looking at POS version 3, we've got this really, really awesome developer that looked at a lot of the bugs that came with POS 3 and did a lot of research and looked at other blockchain projects, and sort of mixed and matched the patches and came up with really awesome patches so that we are super secure. So our version of POS is version 3.0e. It contains all the BTC core upgrades. There's lots of code optimization. The POS algorithm, it's a huge improvement. There's it's based on CoinAge, so something that I think that the community will be very keen to see. The block time reduced to 64 seconds, so that's in preparation for ElectroPay. And just making everything sort of better. So the 64 seconds means more rewards. It's based on CoinAge, so the longer you hold your coins, the more rewards you'll get based on the same percentages as we had before. So really solid code, new look and feel. So we are ready to go. Please look. There's there was an excellent Medium article written with the exact information on this fork. It's quite detailed, some technical information in there. So please really read it and understand it, so you can get an idea how forward we are with regards to technology and Electra. And this is all basically preparation for what is to come next. So a lot of the development that we did currently on the code is preparing for a lightweight wallet for mobile. So it's headless transactions. So we're allowing that. And the 64 seconds, basically we're getting ready for ElectroPay. With regards to TPS, which I don't really like to look at, we're really looking good. We're one of the top coins, fastest coins at the moment. So I'm hoping that we can do some benchmark tests in the future so we can prove, how fast we are. And the block size is basically it's not fixed, so it's like a variable at this point in time, so it can grow. So if the more transactions we have, it can grow up to 10 megabytes. So really awesome changes that we have. I must say the team has really worked hard. So Master Den is showing me 50. Was it 50,000? Just confirm that.
This is number of transactions per block, which is possible. It's not TPS. It's number of transactions within 64 seconds.
Is that 50 or 50,000? Because you got a
50,000. 50,000.
Okay, 50,000 transactions per block. So that is really, so you're looking at 50,000 transactions in a 64-second period. So, we're really looking good. So the other thing that I just want to make sure that everybody understand, that we are going to be providing the Qt wallets on the 15th of February, and these can be downloaded. Now, anybody with a desktop wallet, you need to listen very carefully. At this point in time, we haven't upgraded the desktop wallet. So with your check, savings, purse, all of that, we are moving everybody back to the Qt wallet. There are certain upgrades that we want to do on the desktop wallet, and we just period of time so we can do proper testing. So the majority of the desktop wallet works well. The concept works well. Just a little technical detail, if you want to understand why we're taking it off, is that because the desktop wallet, because of the different categories, when it sends transactions, it uses the raw transaction RPC call. And with the raw transaction RPC call, if you've got too many inputs, there is certain things that does break. So with the new version of the core, the Electra core, we can now test that part of it and see if those fixes have been applied, and we can test properly. So we just need a little bit of time to make sure the desktop wallet is 100%. You'll see as we go forward, we actually want to produce top quality code. So we're just taking a little bit more time to make sure everything is right, and we do appreciate the patience that go with it. Yeah, so one of the new functionalities that we will provide is SegWit. And what this will do in the future, it will basically double the number of transactions we can perform per second. So that will really put us as a top performer. Yeah, and then the other thing is we do have privacy enabled, but we haven't well, we've done a development for the privacy, but we haven't enabled it. There is not a technical hiccup, but there is a use case hiccup with regards to the POS side of it. So you've got to have enough people transacting on the privacy, and if people are not transacting, that means there will be no movement and no new blocks created. So we, there is a problem on other coins, so we just held that back until that technical detail can be sorted out. But it is ready, and again, top code. You can go and have a look at our code. You can look at our GitHub and see what we've done. So with regards to GitHub, if for those that are developers and want to go and see, I had to create a new repository for this new code because it is so different from the initial code that we had. So you need to go to the repository electracore.git to see those changes. Is there anything else that I've left? Okay, let me just quickly mention ElectraPay. I've been working on that project. A bit of my time has been taken, doing the core upgrade. So I will provide feedback on that. Yeah, I was busy doing documentation, the API documentation. I was helping with the repositories and just making sure the code is merged correctly, doing QA on it. We're looking at different wallet solutions, so we're preparing for the future. But don't worry, the ElectraPay will follow shortly. Hopefully, I'll provide feedback in the next week. But we are close to the end of that development. It's more just testing everything and making sure all the components work, and it works with the new version of the fork. So a lot of that we waited until the new version of the fork was there. Yeah, so again, we have an awesome team that are always looking at creating new solutions and doing things that not even on the roadmap. So hopefully you're all appreciative of all the hard work that goes in to what the core developers are doing. And one of the things that the core developers have done is create a new Explorer for us that has an API that you can integrate into. So if you are curious and you want to have a look, it is https and then : / explorer.electraproject.org. Go and look there. And yeah, so it might not be very, very pretty at this point in time, but we can do that. But the functionality is there and it does work. So please, go use it, go test it. Anyone that wants to integrate into APIs, go look at the documentation there and, test and see that you can consume the APIs. That will be great. I think that is all from my side. So yeah, we've got a big road ahead. We're looking forward to getting onto bigger exchanges and all that type of thing because, there are a couple of components that we had to take care of. Technology is one, which I think we actually now on target. So now I'm going to hand over firstly to Genova. Okay, so hopefully Genova, you are ready because I want you to talk about the testing and kind of just give them an indication of some of the problems we had and why it does take so long, to coordinate it. You've done an really, really great job, but just chat to the community a little bit about the testing.
Hi everyone. So, some words about the testing. We lost a little time with that because sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yes, the test were a little long because we found some bugs at different time of the test. So like each time we found the bugs, we have to correct this bug and to retest again. If it works, we go to the next test, and it's continued like that again until the end. So now the tests are done. We are now with Nashclay. We are cleaning the code to have I will say a perfect release, as clean as possible, let's say. So now, just I will have some question about the wallet upgrade. Just want to tell you some things. So yes, so about the upgrade of the wallet. The wallet will be released the 15th of February. It will be very easy for everyone to update the wallet. Let's say, to be simple, download and run it. So, okay. So for everyone, for the wallet upgrade, you will just have to follow the guide we made to make it very safely.
So Genoa, maybe we can let me explain the part when we will release the wallet and the time gap between the fork happens. Here's the thing: the wallets are usually ready at the moment. They are ready for the use even. But as you know, the upcoming wallet will be version 2.0. At the moment, we are all using 1.3, but the new wallets will be 2.0, and they will be uploaded to our website and our GitHub account during 15th of February. The fork will happen at block number 182750. The estimated time, the date for the fork block is around 19 to 20 February. That means between 15 to 19, there will be a couple of days gap. Why we decided or we have chosen this delayed upload of these wallets? In principle, there are some significant differences. As you know, we explained through our articles. From point of technical improvement and development, the signing of the blocks during transaction, confirmations, and etc. Now, the issue is that due to security measures, we have to also put several codes inside because, as told, the existing blockchain and the new upcoming is really different. The new one is much more secure, faster, and has improved version of POS and get header function, etc. Because of this, when you have the wallet version 2.0 after you download, we highly advise you not to transfer any coins until the fork block happens. In other words, let's say on 15th of February, you decide to download the wallet. The upgrade will be very simple and secure, and we have already guide for this. Thanks to Genova, he prepared the guide, and we tested this already. Once you do this upgrade, please don't do any transfers from your wallet until the fork block number. This is we are saying it 182.750. After that, you can use it freely. You will enjoy it. We can guarantee it to you. What happens if you want to update it after the fork block? This is also possible, but you have to ensure that you should never use and do any transactions after the block number, because in that case, your coins will get lost. The solution is you can keep waiting. Maybe some of you will not have any time on 15th or until 19th, even maybe 25th of February, but do not make any transactions. Just upgrade your wallet and you will be still safe. That is why we defined the February 15th, which is a bit closer to fork block time date, let's say, but also not very much early, so that still you can use 1.3 existing wallets, transfer coins, you can receive, you can send without any problem. But once you have the 2.0, please keep your coins with you at your PC or on your wallet, let's say. And during this upgrade, there will be need of downloading the whole blockchain because of the differences and improvements. But everything will be in our fork guide, the wallet upgrade guide. So you can just go and check it and get ready for the upgrade. This is in principle how we can explain it simply. Please ask questions if you have any doubts or something coming up with it. Another big question is coming, and this is very clear. Which exchanges will support our fork? At the moment, we discuss with most of the exchanges, and they will support the fork. But we need to get an acknowledgement through email. So today and tomorrow we will send out emails, and we will get official replies from the exchange as well. And we will update a list of the supported exchanges plus third-party wallets like Sato Wallet and Linda Wallet, and we will let you know about their decision. What we believe, they will most probably support our fork as well, because there's only need of upgrade the blockchain and wallet, and that's it. They just have to follow some simple rules and steps. That's that part. What we can say about more exchanges, let's say. Because we had a delay, we apologize once again. We couldn't get listed on several exchanges because we had also some discussions coming from December 2018, and we asked kindly to those exchanges that they should wait our fork so that they don't do twice fork. So in other words, after the fork happens, the fork block number, you will see several exchanges coming up that ECA will get listed. Some of them are small exchanges. Some of them are coming from the voted exchanges that through community voting that we won, and some of them are mid-size exchanges as well. On the other side, there are also some partners which are looking to integrate ECA into their platforms. One of them was a physical wallet. I can give you some surprising news, some good news. Another one is also a wallet platform, which has also physical wallet as well. So after we pass the fork, you will see those great news coming step by step, one by one. Majority of you also ask time to time what will happen with Cryptopia. This is also a good question. Before you ask, let me explain it. We try to reach out the Cryptopia team. through their personal emails and through their special emails for the projects, which we tried to get in the past. But as you know, there's a legal investigation in New Zealand at the moment, and the Cryptopia team cannot access to their servers even because of this legal investigation. So we have to wait a little bit. The recent news was that the police statement that Cryptopia may release the wallets during early February. This is what we hope as well. So what Cryptopia has to do is, before they release the wallet, if that will happen before our fork, it's okay. You can just transfer your coins to yourself, and we will ask Cryptopia if they will participate into this fork or not. If Cryptopia will release the wallets after the fork block, then we have to ensure Cryptopia upgrades the wallet first and then releases, so that your coins there on Cryptopia will be on the same blockchain as we forked with the new development. So you can imagine the side. Please keep patient. We are also following this case closely, and whenever we get some more sufficient information and statements coming, we will explain. We will also forward it to you. What else can I say more? We have some more ongoing partnerships. Some are also still, some are on ICO stage, some are already applications, use cases on the market. So after the fork again, because this is a very critical time for us, we will see more integrations there. And coming to one of the events that our community will participate, that will happen in Berlin, in Germany. One of the German, it will take place by end of March. So I hope we will get demonstrate there very well. I strongly believe, and that will help us to get more awareness on the market. Well, from my side, that is all. So we can just check what questions you have, and we can answer those. Jack Crypto, no, that one, I think. The 30 days maximum age to be removed, it's been changed to 60 days, by the way. And there is a question, it's not a fully question, but 64-second block time. The confirmation happens so, let's say you decide for a transaction, and around maybe 30 seconds passed during that block. So when you send a coin to someone else, you will see the first confirmation even in 34 seconds, sometimes in 2 seconds even, because it's like a carrier block. The time is passing there. The latest, I mean, usually the latest confirmation, I mean, during the certain block comes in 60 seconds, 64 seconds, but sometimes, as told, you can see it happening in 2 seconds even. But with the new developed code, as we have a dynamic 10 megabyte blocks, number of transactions can go up to 50, even a little bit more maybe. But let's say, staying on the safe side, we can say, name it 50,000 transactions per block. So that will help us a lot during the mass adoption. And with the implementation of SegWit, that will double for sure. So the TPS will go up to around 1,600 once we integrate the SegWit into our blockchain. Important notice to you all. After the version 2.0, we will release version 2.1 maybe, another wallet that will be a soft fork. That is not mandatory. We will have only a few more implementations on our blockchain. So it is up to our community members if they want to upgrade their wallet or not. So it's not mandatory, but it will be more unchanged. So you can update it later on again, once again, or leave it 2.0 whenever you want. Any questions you want to ask? We have a guide already announced through our article, which is placed on GitHub. But with the release of the wallets on February 15, definitely we will put it on Discord and Telegram as well as a guide, like pinning on the top of the rooms and channels, so that you can check it there. And our support team, our great support team, will also assist you if you experience some issues and problems during upgrade. But you can be sure that it's a very smooth upgrade. You just need to take a backup of your files, remove some files from there, everything defined already in the guide, and download the whole blockchain again, and you are safe. That's it. No, John Larry still didn't reach us. Well, we can also do it. For the Electra Pay, ECA Pay, there are a few things as well going on. Guys, things are changing, time is changing. As you can imagine, we also started shouting this debit cards. You know, we have an ongoing debit card competition as well, the design, especially the design. And they are looking really awesome, great designs, which at the moment competing each other. You community members that you are voting there. So with the upcoming debit cards into our ecosystem as well, you will see instant transactions and instant confirmations. That will be something helpful, which we believe that with the implementation of Lightning Network, which is in our pipeline, and it's a really challenging task for us because we need a daemon for that. I mean, the base coding is already done. Now we have to prepare the daemon for that, for ECA, and we should start testing it. And it will take a lot because we have to test many times. Even Bitcoin testing is ongoing with several hundreds of people each day, and it's reaching only 200 Bitcoin as a total network. So in other words, as ECA, we also have to test the Lightning Network several months until we are very sure that everything works perfect, so we can use it. And with the implementation of such Lightning Network, the TPS will go to hundred thousands or millions, whatever you can imagine, and the confirmations will be instant. So there will be no need of reducing the block time or maybe even masternodes not needed. So Lightning Network will secure the instant payments on the network, and you will see it happening like really fast. Any other questions you have? I see a question earlier times, anything about expanding in Australia market. Yes, we have some possibilities there, some exchanges which we will contact afterwards. But please give us time, because everything to bring everything properly takes time, and we have limited resources. We need more team members, by the way. We are not enough because we have a huge workload here. And please come and join us. We need loyal members. We need more team members. This community is yours. But we need your help, as you can imagine. So just please do your best and help us to make it bigger, to make it happen.
Yes, I want also to add something, Master Dan.
Sure.
In the past weeks and months, we received so many requests from businesses or smaller exchanges, and we also talk to bigger parties, and it takes a lot of time to talk to everybody. So from my side, I would like to ask all business-minded community members who have experience in talking to other parties, to negotiate, to think on a strategic level, to join us. And with joining us, it doesn't mean that we tell you what to do, but with joining us, I'm trying to say that you are the arms and the legs of the project. So that means that if you see a business opportunity or another opportunity for Electra to be integrated and to be adopted by other businesses and projects, that you can just go ahead and talk to them. And if they say we only talk to core team members, then you can always talk to some of us to join the conversation. But basically, the code is open source. In a few weeks or maybe a month or so, we have perhaps already Electra Pay. Everything is there: the software, the code, the APIs. We have a user support team. And if you have, for example, a friend with a nice web shop, or another friend who has a company that sells stuff, and you convince them to start accepting cryptocurrency, in more specific Electra, you can just go ahead and make sure that this company also joins this great family and this great community. So whenever you have questions, or whenever people are looking at the team for when is this happening, when is that happening, always realize that you guys are as important as we are, maybe even more important. I truly believe this, and try to come in action. A lot of people are fortunately doing this already. We have great talks with community members who start initiatives with merchandise stores, who talk to other projects with ATM machines, POS machines that you guys don't even hear about. But we have these great talks, and there are quite some business-minded people already on talking to a lot of other people. But we need more, and we need groups in every area that we can imagine, self-governing groups that are just going out there and spread the word of Electra. So again, and this is basically the same as Master Dan was saying, but then in my own words, we need more people. We can't do this alone. Most of us have also a day-to-day job, a family, and sometimes my wife is sitting next to me on the couch and looking at me, who is this guy? Because we're working that much on Electra, and it's okay because they give us the time, but we need to share the workload a bit. So if you get excited when you hear this, and if this is something that you already wanted to do but you didn't know how, please talk to us, talk to other team members, to admins, and make sure to become part of this journey in an active way. So back to you, Master Dan.
Okay, thank you. Regarding the Qt version 2.0, that will support atomic swap technology, but this you will have to use the BarterDEX platform. There's a pretty competition between two atomic swap platforms. One is Decred and the other one is Komodo, and Komodo is hitting at the moment. We have also some brilliant ideas with the atomic swaps. So, but those are being now discussed in our team and also with the Komodo team members as well. So once we come to some more proper results and outputs, we will also share those with you. Regarding to mobile wallet, as you know, we implemented a get header function to our blocks in this form. What does it mean, in fact? It means that when you start downloading the block and synchronizing with the network, the wallet first downloads the block headers. This is to speed up getting the confirmations and synchronizing with the network. On top of that, we will also integrate the BIP 130. That will be only soft fork, which I told just 15 minutes ago. That will be we will release it with 2.1, and the orphan block percentage will go down to 0. So no more orphan blocks will happen when downloading blocks. This is especially important when you reduce the block time and when you have insufficient internet connection to network. So with this BIP 130, this will get integrated and the mobile wallet will come, because the mobile wallet which is planned will be a full light wallet, SPV wallet. In other words, it will not depend on any server, so it will be top secure. It will not require to download the whole blockchain, so it will not consume that much space on your mobile phone. And you will still use it for payments, sending and receiving coins through your mobile phone. But this will come after the fork. And the design team at the moment working for change design of the screens as well. Let us first pass the block, because even nowadays the design team is working on the design, the screens and the pages of these mobile wallets, and we will tell you the steps and where we are at the mobile wallet at that time. Well, the Cryptopia case, this is under the legal investigation by New Zealand Police Department. It's almost the final step, which an exchange, whether there will be a scam or whether there will be some hack or something like that, may face to. This is the last stop. So at the moment, they can only just wait. The New Zealand Police Department to proceed with this investigation. If they will never come back, this is just an information to you. We cannot do anything, because the reason is we don't know who is owning how much under which address. There are some indications that maybe there's the ECA cold wallet over there. We can see. This is what we assume. For sure, there's a possibility if there will be a big consensus on our community, such burning and providing additional coins instead of those. But in that case, there is a big collaboration needed on the exchange side, and it must be something legal. Without this, we cannot do anything else. Please keep in mind, we are trying to still keep thinking the positive. We just need to wait. Even the police department announced that there's a possibility for February early launch. I mean, again, reopening of the exchange. So just keep patient, guys. It's not like the case like earlier happened. People close down the exchange and run away. It's something different here. They are under investigation. The roadmap, the new roadmap. Well, once we finalize this fork and a few more things, we have some ideas coming up. Yes, there are missing things coming from 2018. Some of the milestones we decide not to apply. For example, master nodes, because we didn't find it feasible and healthy for the network. Whenever we think about any new development, we first of all consider the security and safety of network on top of everything. We don't want to go with trendy and fashion features, but first the network security and safety must be ensured with the decision. Through that respect, we decided not to apply the master nodes, although they are developed and not activated. In the future, if you find a way to make it more secure, using the master nodes, then we will be able to release it by doing some more patches and improvements on usual standard master nodes working principle. Let me check what we have there more. Big exchanges, major exchanges, they all state that they don't ask for payment for listing as listing fee. This is what we hear. As you know, in the past, during the beginning of, applied to more 30 exchanges, but that was really bad times for us, especially after the CoinsMarkets case and the bearish market. We suffered a lot, but we survived for sure. There were also a lot of people who tried to create FUD that there will never happen fork, but it happened. Fork phase 1 completed. Now 2 is also completed as well. Now it's time to reapply to those measures as well. We have to inform you about one, which is important. We also got our non-security token statement from our legal partner. This is mandatory and this is very important, especially when you apply to major exchanges, because they want to ensure that the coin or the token which will be listed is a non-security token. Now we have this statement in our hand. Just a little bit more patient over there as well. We are doing the preparations. Okay. Anything else you want to ask? You guys are silent today. No questions?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, we thank you all participating into this live call. We will keep you updated the upcoming days, especially regarding to this fork. We will send out tweets and informations and pinned messages regularly so that none of you missed. And what we ask from you, whenever we do some announcements, please retweet. Tell to other people as well, especially the other community members, so they don't miss the upgrade. They don't miss the fork block that we passed this important and critical stage healthy and secure, and we start using our new blockchain during the next half of let's say, or the third quarter of February. Again, we thank you all participating, and also thank to our team members as well for joining us, and to Genoa, Robert, Juru, Bob, and Esmot as well.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Night.